If you've been dropshipping for maybe a few months or even up to a year or two now, and you're stuck at that 5 to 10K, maybe a bit more, but maybe even a bit less of profit threshold, and you don't really know how you can get past it. You've tried a few tips and tricks you found online. You've tried a few methods to try and, get more sales or try to make a bit more money here and there, but generally nothing's really worked, and you're stuck at making maybe just 2 or 3K a month profit, or maybe you're almost up to the kind of 10K profit, but you can't really get into the kind of proper 5 figure range of sales. Well, if that's the position you're in and you're anywhere from a few K up to nearly 10K in profit and you want to break out of that threshold, then this video is for you. So today I'm going to be covering 3 tips that you can use to get more sales for your store, increase the volume of your sales, and get past that kind of 5 to 10K profit threshold, and you can become a high-end 5 figure, maybe even 6 figure or 7 figure profit store. So let's get right to it. So step one is all about your funnel. Now, you probably have already been aware of this, you've already seen this a bunch of times, but if you're not really getting past 5 to 10K in profit, then you're probably not focusing on how well your funnel is optimized, because you can have the most glamorous, fancy looking funnel in the world that feels optimized, but the numbers speak for themselves. If you look at the amount of people that convert from a paid ad or a Facebook post or TikTok or whatever it might be to a product page, and then the amount of people that convert to the checkout, if that number is not where it should be, then your funnel is not as optimized as it should be. So get friends to check it out, get family to check it out, get random people to check it out. Obviously, you've got your ads that speak to themselves, whether they're organic or paid. Focus on making it as seamless as possible. And often, tip 2 and 3 in this video will also be part of this, but just making sure that it's seamless and there is as low friction as possible between the ad, whether it's free or paid, organic or paid, down to the product page or down to the home page of your store. Make sure that pop-ups work seamlessly so it doesn't take ages for a pop-up to happen, or it happens when you want it to. It doesn't lag, and it doesn't take a long time for people to put their email or number in to get a code, or for the code to be, copied and whatever it might be. Then to the product page, and then from product page to checkout, or when a coupon pops up to get a discount. Make sure it's seamless so that people don't back out and don't just want to leave once they're at a checkout, or don't just want to leave when they're scrolling because it's not really working well enough. So make sure it's optimized, make sure it's seamless. Just go to the top drop shippers and e-com stores in your industry or in the sub niches of your industry to see what their funnels look like and see kind of what they're doing that you might not be. It might just be some simple little tips and tricks here. Sometimes it's simply the color of a button, or whether the button animates or doesn't animate. That can simply be the difference between, and even like the fonts of text or the size of text, that can be the difference between someone clicking buy now and not buying, or clicking, the next button or tabbing away. So that can be a significant part of why you're not hitting that 5 to 10K per month profit. So step 2 links to this, and it's all about average order value, the AOV that you've heard about before. Now, this and step 3 are 2 big parts of getting more profit from each sale. Because if you've got one customer and maybe you've spent $10 or $20 to acquire that customer, you want that customer to spend as much as they possibly can with you in that go. And in order for you to do that, you need to get them to be incentivized to buy more each time they're shopping with you. So if they go to the product page from an ad they've seen or from a post you've put up, and they click on the product and they aren't incentivized to buy a higher quantity for a discounted price, they aren't then incentivized to see another product that similar people have bought or that they like as well for another discounted price, and they can add those 2 together, go to the checkout, and they can maybe add another couple of things for a discounted price, and in the end they've gone from maybe spending $20 or $30 to spending $50 or $70 or something. And because they're saving like maybe they're selling, you're saving 50% off or something on certain things, and obviously you have that to increase the average order value, and that way people might go from spending $30 or $40 with you if it's a low-end store to spending $70 to $100 with you, and that means that you've just potentially doubled your profits purely from one customer, increasing the average order value, having discounted items or having items that obviously you have a certain markup on them, but having a discounted price to increase the kind of how rare that product is, and how, like, the scarcity of that product being like the reverse sale for marketing, where you have a higher price, kind of strike through pricing, but then you have the real price is the sale price. That really increases order value. And then of course, if this is happening on repeat, which is part of step 3 as well here, then this is how you're really going to get to that 5 to 10k per month. So working on making each order as high as possible, increasing the incentives for discounts to buy more, higher quantities. It's that kind of, it's the volume discounting, the volume pricing, so that way you get more people spending more with you. Now, finally on to step 3, which is like I just briefly mentioned, which is the customer's lifetime value. Now, once you've got people spending more with you, once you've got people spending 2, 3, 4, or 5 times what they were spending before with you per order, you now want them coming back. Maybe it's only every 2 or 3 months, or maybe once a year or twice a year, but don't make it only 1 order per person ever. You want to get them coming back. So it might be that they do spend less with you this time. They're going to spend only 2 or 3 times what they've spent before with you. However, what you're going to do now is you're going to send them discount codes in SMS and an email, so that in a month's time or 2 months' time or 3 months' time, once they've seen a couple of emails, they see 50% off a product that they've wanted that you've sold for like 2 months, and they finally get birthday money or whatever it might be, or just money that they've saved up, and they finally buy that. Now, if you have hundreds, maybe even thousands of people that have come across your store, now buying from you 2, 3 times, 4 times more per year, look how much more money you're making. And if you've increased the order value from each one of those, if you had, let's say, 10 orders per month for $100 profit each, right? That's $1,000 profit per month. Now, if you've increased that order value to $300 profit per order, that's now $3,000 profit just from increasing the order value. Now, if those same customers are now spending $300 with you, and they're going to come back every month and spend $300 with you, that's now $3,000 the first month, $6,000 the second month, and it keeps adding and adding and adding, and that's just from one customer. Then it obviously takes into account getting more customers, getting referrals. So just by increasing the order value and increasing the lifetime value, we exponentially grow the sales here. And of course, this takes into account step 1 as well, which is making sure that the funnel is seamless and it's responsive, it's quick, and it just makes people want to stay on the site because it feels safe and like their checkout's going to work perfectly, like they're getting exactly what they want, what they came for, and they want to come again. Because that's a big part of increasing the lifetime value, is even if you have the most amazing incentive, an amazing offer for people to come back again, if they hated the user experience, if they hated the website and the funnel, then they won't want to come back again. If it was slow, or if they could never click on the product or enlarge it, or if the worst part is a lot of the time, videos, what people think are videos, but they're just an image, or what people think are an image is actually a video. Or sometimes it's the case where you don't make it a YouTube video, or you have a high quality video and it doesn't load quick enough, or it slows down and buffers. It's better to have a video that is maybe just 720p, not 1080p or 4K, but loads instantly and people can see in at least high definition what the product is that you're selling. And it's easy, clear images, because when someone taps on the image to see it in a full screen, whether it's on their phone or a computer, if it seems pixelated, then it's off-putting straight away. You never really see a pixelated image on anything you buy on Amazon, even if it is an off-brand product. So that's a big part of the funnel as well. So there we go. There's all 3 steps, obviously. Optimizing the funnel with clear, crisp images, making it swift and an easy, low friction, low effort required funnel to go from a social media ad all the way down to the checkout point, and abandoned carts and things like that. They're a fantastic part. Then obviously increasing the order value. If you can double, triple, or quadruple, or 5x the profit per order, then that's massively going to help increase the number of sales and the profit per month you're making. And then on top of the order value, if you increase the lifetime value of each customer so that they come back multiple times per year and spend more with you. And that is 3 ways to get past that 5 to 10k per month profit in sales for your store or multiple stores that you might have. And obviously, if you do have multiple stores, doing this for each store, you're just going to have an exponential growth of your e-com journey. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.